Alright, you guys, a couple more problems. This should be fairly quick. Please pause or rewind anytime you have an issue or you want to go back and see what I did. Let's look at question number 1. I have two equations here, 5x plus y equals 9, and the one on the bottom, 10x minus 7y equals negative 18. I'm going to need to cancel one of these out. What I'm going to do is multiply the top equation by negative 2. So watch what happens when I multiply the top equation by negative 2 and see what I was thinking. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10x. Don't forget the x, I forgot to say it. Negative 2 times positive y is negative. Negative times a positive. Negative 2y equals 9 times negative 2. Negative 18. So see what happened when I multiplied 5x by negative 2? I got the opposite of positive 10x. I got negative 10x. So now those are going to cancel out. That's going to be 0. Now I can finish adding them together. Negative 7y minus 2y is going to be negative 9y. And negative 18 minus 18, negative 36. If I'm on the number line at negative 18 and I go negative 18 more, if I go backwards 18 more, I'm going to be at negative 36. Now to finish solving, divide both sides by negative 9. So y is going to equal a negative divided by a negative is a positive 4, right? 4, yeah. And this time I canceled out the x's. You can cancel out x's or y's first. It doesn't matter. This one just was easier for me. I could have multiplied the numerator by 7, or the top equation by 7, and I would have been able to cancel out the y's. But now that I have y equals 4, I'm going to enter it back into the original first equation. So 5 times x plus 4 instead of y equals 9. Subtract 4 from each side. 5 times x equals 5. Divide. You could probably do this part in your head. X equals 1. Okay, so let's check. So we're going to substitute both x and y back into both of the original equations. So 5 times 1 plus 4 equals, and I don't know what it equals yet, so don't write that 9 down yet until we do the math. And then, because I'm checking myself, 10 times 1 minus 7 times, what was my y? 4 equals, and don't write anything down yet because I'm not sure what it equals. So this first one I can kind of do in my head. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So that one checks out. The bottom one, I'm going to do one more step. 10 times 1 is 10, minus 7 times 4 is negative 28. 10 minus 28 is going to be a negative number, and that's going to be negative 18. You can check with your calculator, but I'm pretty sure. So that one checks out. I didn't know what it was, but after I did it, checked out, and it matches. So my answer, if I wrote it as a point, would be 1, because that's my x, comma, 4. That's where those two equations meet, and you can always check with your calculator by graphing them. Before you graph them, you would have to solve for y, so if you need help with that, call me over and let me know. So over on this next one, I'm going to multiply the numerator by negative 1 because that will then allow me to cancel out the y's. So check it. Remember, you have to multiply every term on the inside. Negative 1 times 8x is negative 8x. Negative 1 times positive y is minus y. Minus 1y, but you don't need to write the 1. Negative 1 times negative 16 is positive 16. Now let's combine those equations. Let's add them together. Combine's a good word to remember. Just write that down. So negative 3x minus 8x is going to be negative 11x. My y's cancel. You can write down 0. You don't have to. Equals negative 5 plus 16 should be positive 11, right? So if I divide both sides by negative 11, negative 1. Choose one of the top equations. How about just for fun, we choose the bottom equation this time to substitute in my x variable. So the bottom equation was original, negative 3 times negative 1. I substituted in instead of x, plus y equals negative 5. I chose the bottom one because it had smaller numbers, so it might just be easier to solve, if you were wondering. Negative 3 times 1 is positive 3. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Plus y equals negative 5. And subtract 3 from both sides. And y equals negative 8. Now let's check the original equations. So 8 times negative 1 instead of x plus negative 8, or you could just do minus 8, equals, I don't know yet, I haven't checked. And the second one, negative 3 times negative 1 plus negative 8, or just minus 8, equals, I don't know yet, hopefully it's negative 5, so it checks out. So 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Minus, because plus a negative, minus another 8 is negative 16. So, yay! Okay, hopefully the second one works out as well. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3 minus 8 equals. So if I'm at a number line and I start at positive 3, but I go backwards, 8. Okay, and there's 0. It should be negative 5, and that was my original answer, so yay again. We checked out. I can write my answer as a point where those lines cross. My x is negative 1, and my y is negative 8. All right, good luck with this, and I will talk to you soon.